Item Number: SCP-2049. Object Class: Keter. Special Containment Procedures: 10 Foundation personnel should reside in Manning Tree, UK at all times. When a transmission from SCP-2049-1 is detected, information regarding the forecast should be relayed to Site-294 immediately. If the resulting anomaly directly affects the population of Manning Tree, MTF-294, SEMEC, we get to choose our own names? Will be deployed to Manning Tree. A cover story is to be established for the results of the resulting anomaly, and amnestics are to be administered to any direct witnesses. SCP-2049 broadcasts have been reported to Manning Tree as pranks originating from an unknown source in the United Kingdom. Description: SCP-2049 is a periodic anomalous weather forecast that only occurs in Manning Tree. At random intervals, anywhere from 1 day to 2 months, a broadcast will appear on channel 43.5 Manning Tree. This channel is only accessible during broadcasts, usually between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. At this time, SCP-2049-1 appears on screen and delivers a weather forecast, typically predicting anomalous weather conditions. Exactly 24 hours after the broadcast terminates, the predicted weather conditions will occur over or near Manning Tree. See document 2049-Theta for a full log of forecast to date. SCP-2049-1 is a humanoid with teal skin. Other than this quality, SCP-2049-1 appears to be a non-anomalous human male in his 40s. SCP-2049-1 delivers the forecast that appears in Manning Tree, although it is stated that the anomalous effect of this forecast is unintentional. See interview log 2049-A. The following is the first known broadcast from SCP-2049-1, recorded by a civilian from Manning Tree. SCP-2049-1. Hello! Good morning! This is Stella Caternus. The correct spelling for SCP-2049-1's given name is found on the marquee at the bottom of the broadcast image. With your Monday weather report. The heat wave that seemed to slow everybody down over the weekend has only worsened since our last forecast. Our meteorologists predict that today's temperature could climb as high as 40 degrees Celsius by the late afternoon. Right now, the temperature seems to be around 29 degrees Celsius, and it's only the morning. However, there is a cold breeze that is coming in on Tuesday which might help alleviate some of that heat. Unfortunately, there is no rain in the forecast for the next 5 days. This is bad news for all of you gardening enthusiasts out there. And if you don't have air conditioning, you might be sleeping on the roof tonight. That's all for today's weather. Stay tuned for Tuesday's weather report. This weather report was deemed as targeted at Earth, which was discovered to occur only on a rare occurrence. Most other weather reports pertain to currently unknown planets and/or unknown realities. Document 2049-Theta. Forecast: there is a colored breeze coming in on Tuesday that might help alleviate the heat. Result: all winds passing through areas around Manning Tree cause a certain color to be perceived in the air. Northerly winds turned a blue hue, southerly winds turned a yellow, western winds turned green, and eastern winds turned red. Forecast: and you can expect a sweet spot of weather coming up here over the weekend for Pycone. Results: first evidence that not all broadcasts are directed towards Earth. Clouds began to descend through the day around Manning Tree and are found to consist of a spun sugar. Forecast: coming up on Groff's land. This is a phonetic approximation to the actual word spoken, which seems to correlate with the word Wednesday. We have quite the holy load of hail coming in from the front. Prepare your tones. Results: hail with star-shaped ice that retain the properties of holy water, as tested on SCP. Forecast: there will be a massive increase of electrostatic activity followed by lots of folks actually wondering where they have their brooms. Results: precipitation that upon impacting the solid surface immediately dispersed into dust. Increased levels of electrostatic activity. Forecast: quite the show in the sky tonight for the capital of... Just make sure that your homes are fireproofed. Results: a thunderstorm manifests, which caused lightning to originate from the ground and strike into the thunderstorm itself. Somehow, this caused the clouds to light with fire. Forecast. Hey all, just a fair warning to the Glefschnert. There's going to be some odd radioactive weather today. Quite the energizing story. Oh! And this will be followed by possible skin cancer and tumors. You know what's really in right now? Lead. As in clothing. As in you should all be wearing it. Results. A single spiral cloud manifests over the area directly west of Manning Tree. High levels of gamma radiation exist in this zone until the weather dissipates. Protons are detected traveling at high velocity within the zone, suggesting a effect. Cloud spiraled upwards, seemingly unaffected by winds, into the high troposphere. Anomalously bright light also occurred during this event. Forecast. The government's rotten new attempt to detect weather system has failed today. The citizens of... All that can be heard during this period is a low, guttural grumbling. Our forecast is stay inside and watch out for falling weather balloons. Tune in next time for the only weather provider that you can actually trust to not destroy your house. Results. Weather balloon-like constructs fall from the sky in irregular intervals throughout the day. This causes only minor structural damage as weather balloons are found to have exceedingly low mass. Balloons are compromised of neoprene with lightweight measurement equipment. Alright, yeah, so today there's a possibility of a tornado compromised of shoot, what is it called? String-like stuff, but harder, outside of Glefschnert. And hey, if you're interested in sponsoring this newly independent weather channel, please contact at the following email. No replies were ever received from this email. Results. A tornado consisting entirely of animated microfilaments made on the path around Manning Tree. Dangers included laceration and abrasion, mostly to sheds and outerlying structures outside of Manning Tree, and the wind levels were low during this event. Forecast. Weather isn't looking so great today, guys. The clouds aren't crying today, but they are just going to be lingering. Just there. Not really doing anything. It'll probably be dark. I mean, forget. Who needs sunblock anyways, right? Results. Small sparse clouds manifested over Manning Tree. Any location within the shadow of these clouds experienced a 100% lack of visible light. Forecast. Hey, for those of you traveling through Yan at this time of year, take a bit of caution and wear some biosuits. Yeah, the weather isn't looking too kind out there this time of year. Results. A fog consisting of suspended microorganisms lingered to the east of Manning Tree, disintegrating all organic matter in its immediate area and absorbing the result. Forecast. Sorry about the hiatus, everyone. This broadcast took place after the longest hiatus to date, 2 months. I just don't think anything notable has happened lately. There's a rainstorm of pretty forgettable proportions headed towards Juk. Oh, and call in the provided number. See interview log 2049-A. And we'll set you up with a nice sponsorship. You'll get plenty of people looking at your brand. Trust me. Results. No personnel have been able to recall the results of the forecast long enough to actually document it. Forecast. Oh, the recording lights, Hey, so, the weather, I just don't know anymore. It's not that great, it's not as great as it used to be. I mean, it'll come around though. It'll come around. I know you guys like me, right? Results. The precipitation from the resulting rainstorm dyed anything it came into contact with blue until the weather dissipated. Precipitate from this rainstorm was unusually high in salt content. Over time, it has been found that these broadcasts have decreased in both signal strength and AV quality. Both of these decreased drastically between the two broadcasts, just prior to the original inquiry for sponsors. Interview log. 2049-A. Interviewed. SCP-2049-1. Interviewer. Dr. Fitzpatrick. Forward. Subject is contacted via provided phone number during a broadcast. The number that the interview calls from is blocked. Begin log.
Yes, hello. This is the Center for Interdimensional Weather speaking.
Dr. Fitzpatrick. Is this the line for sponsors?
Why, yes. Yes, it is.
Audio portion blocked. Dr. Fitzpatrick holds phone away from his ear. SCP-2049-1 exclaims extremely loudly. Could you, inform me it is what you do exactly?
Oh, sure. I'm Keter. But hey, yes, you know that already. What can I put you down for?
Are you aware that you are creating the weather that you are forecasting? And are you able to predict future events?
Preposterous. Like any good weatherman, just report the facts as I see them.
Your broadcasts seem to have decreased in quality over time. Why? Has something happened?
Yeah, my employer, well, they let me go. They said that the interdimensional weather really wasn't cutting it anymore. That people prefer domestic stuff. I think they do that kind of thing on the shopping network now.
How is it that you continue your broadcasts?
I've been using my own camera. I bought this frequency, right? They gave it to me for pretty cheap. It was, the least that they could do. They said,
Have you gained any sponsorships?
Quite a few. I'm pretty proud.
Can you divulge their names?
No, because, that's technically confidential, ma'am.
Note that Dr. Fitzpatrick is male. Okay then. Why do you continue with these broadcasts? Do you have any viewers? Hello? Interviewer begins to attempt to pronounce SCP-2049's given name, but is interrupted.
Well, it just gets lonely out here, okay? At least I have these loyal few viewers. They seem to actually like me. They tune in every time, without fault. They really trust me.
Sure. Okay, SCP-2049-1.
Who?
I think that will be all.
Please, don't go.
End log. Closing statement. A second call to this number failed, returning with a statement that the number did not exist. Broadcasts still occur and are added to the documentation as they take place. Neither the broadcast quality nor SCP-2049-1's demeanor have ever improved since the call.